Start recording. Okay. Well, hey, friends, you saw me right there, live in action, looking at the recording button going, let's start recording. So that's what we're doing. What up? Hey, I have been instructed that 25 more minutes of your life needs to be invaded by me. So it's game day, people. Instead of just kind of like turning the camera on because that's what would be expected of me, of course, I had to go and produce an entire 25-minute segment. And it's cool. So we're going to go for a little ride today. Now, check this out. What I have here for you, I'm going to start off with our party cam. This is a sweet little invention I put together. Oh, yeah, this is some straight robot, not made by AI stuff. Anyway, wireless connection underneath. It's kind of zip tied to this particular tripod. And then we got a little camera on top of it. Voila. Let me bring you to the life of that camera, which should be not that cam, but right here, baby. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, wireless cam showing you the whatnot and the whole to-do of what's going on in this particular studio. Okay, I'll just get you caught up real quick. That's my timer to know that I don't like blow it like by a half hour. Okay, cool. Then I've got this monitor that shows me everything that's going on, and that's my multi-view, which is a monitor for my eyes to know every single camera that's happening in this particular studio. Word. This is my audio right here, Allen and Heath SQ5, and it's being used to the very little at the moment. One computer for recording and things like that, which we're not doing right now in that light, but we are right here on the streaming computer. And you know, it'd be kind of sick if I just expand that for your life. Voila. And then we got some record down there, and we got some lights over here, and that's all for the studio that's down over here. As you can tell, multiple monitors so that people can see all kinds of the things. All right. So now back over here, we've got the liquid inspiration station. Over there, the kitchen for when one gets the hunger for food. And of course, the dining area where one will have the food digested in a 90-degree sort of angle. Anyway, yeah. So that's the actually pretty tight little studio. And then there's the DJ set up all over there, and it's just kind of sitting there and waiting for me to get it all turned on. So this whole wireless setup is actually something, hey, that's kind of fun, because during a party, we will hand this camera around and people will have the opportunity to be like, you know, a camera person themselves. But anyway, this is the setup, and if you can believe it, we've already taken 3 minutes of your life. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you kind of some things that I've built here for you on this particular scene. So in addition to all these things that you see out and around here, right here, outside that window, and you're not going to see it right now because the light's all blasted, but outside that window is a van. And that particular van, oh gosh, you guys are going to get seasick if I continue to do this. Let's get back. All right, that particular van, as a matter of fact, a van that I use for all kinds of multimedia production on the road and as I go along my way in my career. So as this van gets hired to go do events. And what I want to do is show you one of the events that we did, say, about a year ago. So yeah, that's my van set up right there for about the 1,500 people in front of it. This thing's called Burning Snowman. And they had like a rave in the mountains. And so I got to DJ, and that's yours truly, you know, whatever. Playing beats, getting people stoked, had all the lights, had all the fun, all the power, had a bonfire. Check out the size of this bad daddy in comparison to my rig down there. Like, that's at least like 8 times the size of my car. It's massive. So anyway, yeah, Burning Snowman. This was a gig that out of the 8-9 years that my rig has been gigging, this is like one of those gigs. And now you know what I may or may not do on my weekends. Okay, so let's keep those stories going. Here's the thing. So Caleb, I made a testimonial for Caleb the other day, and when he gets around to it, he will post it on his socials or wherever he posts things. So any bits, I thought it'd be fun to just show it here because we're all into this YouTube game. So if you love YouTube as much as I love YouTube, then together we're going to go down a loving path of YouTube right now.
Yo, here's 4 things that suck to do alone. Teeter-totter, frisbee, tug of war, YouTube automation. Why? Because all of these things need more team members to make them more successful. Yeah,
Smart
so
guy.
then why did I pick Caleb Box's team for YouTube automation? I mean, to be honest, I was truly looking for people who were like already experienced and could give me some insight to be successful with my own channel. That's a huge deal in a team. I have discovered humans from all over the world on this team. Content creators, narrators, graphic artists, video editors, and highly successful YouTubers of the past and now. Yeah, so basically I joined Caleb's team because I go by that like mantra, success loves speed. And in today's world, YouTube automation requires a team which will get you that speed, and pretty soon you'll be making money with the fun of video editing and the whole thing of YouTube automation. So get after it if you want, and if not, go do something else.
He makes some really good points right there. Like that guy or whoever's talking right there, he really makes some points that I can resonate with, pretty much parallel. So go on, dude. Like tell your story. Like get after it. Like whoever that guy was. Anyway, I want to show you some more things that I do. Right. So I DJ. You guys kind of caught that out of that Burning Snowman party right here. Check it out. We went up to Breckenridge. I play with some drummers. Right. I got a drummer left of me. I got a drummer right of me. And the whole thing is that we just bring more noise to the crowd. So this was like a little promotive. You don't really get to see too much, but what I can tell you is that we did had crowd surfing, and that's what you want at a closing day party, crowd surfing. So anyway. So that's where it was. And these humans. B-rolling. Some past parties and all this B-roll that you guys are seeing. This is all stuff that's been a part of my life. Breck was like, oh, cool. You made us a little to-do. And I was like, yeah. I made you a little to-do. And that's what they had. We just put that on the social medias and people were like, oh, cool. And then we literally, like I said, dude, that party was so insane. It went off so hard that like we had crowd surfing. We had naked-ish humans. It was pretty much awesome. So Breckenridge, closing weekend. And if you ever get to go. Word. Another one. So another thing that I like to do, I like to eat. I like to liquidate myself. I like to have beverages. And because of that love for beverages and for food, I was invited to be the MC at the Taste of Vale, which is a pretty cool event, right? Food vendors, all the vintners you can imagine, they all come together. It's like the mecca of just people who want to talk about food and wine and all the things that go with it. And everyone's eating and drinking well for like 4 or 5 days straight. So like nothing about it is horrible. It's pretty much amazing. So anyway, I got to DJ, I got to MC it, and I made him a little promo. DJ looks sick, whoever that is. Yeah, so made him a little promo. We got to do a wine tasting, whiskey tasting with Wine Spectator on Friday. I got to go to the top of the hill and DJ for humans at this entire like food and wine tasting. It was ding. I'll tell you that. It was amazing. And that was our little promo, and I made that, and it's like, again, stuff I do. And that's why I like this whole YouTube thing, because like this whole like editing and storytelling and fun and life. And if you're not doing it, what are you? I mean, you don't have to do YouTube to like prove to me that you're like not doing something, but I hope you're doing something in your life. Like you better be. Anyway, oh, and by the way, if you're like one of those people who is like, I don't cook, I don't have time, try not eating because you don't have time. Okay, so Billy, how about this one? Keystone, finishing weekend. Their finishing weekend, we're doing a pond skim. There's me, the DJ, with the drummers again, and well, I made them a little. So check it out. Front flips and a remix. If you've never done a pond skim before, I mean, you gotta at least go to one. Attend one. I was taller than everyone at that moment. One cell phone saved. Yeah, man, these pond skims are hilarious. It's like the whole like life, like when that snow, of course, starts to melt. Big old pond gets made up, and these things were like organic to start with. Some people in Tahoe had some of the first ones, but then let's not even get egregious and say America was the first. It's probably somewhere over in Europe where it really started, and then it leaked over here somehow, and then we latched on, and here we go. So pond skims are rad. They're fun. And I mean, ultimately, it's about getting pretty much naked and jumping into ice cold water and everyone seeing it. And if you love that, you're going to love pond skimming. It's insane. Okay. Anyway, that's some more stuff. And as a matter of fact, so now you know that I love to work at like ski resorts, ski areas, things like that, the ski industry. And I dig it. I've been doing it for a really, really long time and I love it. And will I continue with it? Maybe. If I do not, will I go somewhere else? You're damn straight. So anyway, with that being said, check this out. I love concerts. I love being on stage and holding the microphone and bringing the bands onto stage and introducing them. It's a super like fun thing to do, and having the honor to like meet these band members backstage. And honestly, like now some of them are in my cell phone and it's like cool, we get to meet up, especially with me doing some music production and things like that. Now I kind of get to commingle with human beings that I would love to commingle with. So I get to hold the microphone for this one particular concert. It's called Eagle Block Party. And for all the human beings that work in the mountains, while the people who come and party in the mountains, the workers are always serving the partiers. Well, this one's a little bit of a flip-flop. And all of a sudden now, the workers are actually throwing themselves their own party. And it's very light on the tourists. It's down valley from Vail. It's in Eagle, Colorado, and it's called Eagle Block Party. And a pretty unreal history about this particular concert series. Honestly, a little too close to the heart on that one. I'm going to skip that one for now as far as like going too deep. I don't want to scare you guys away. I'll tell you the deeper story later. Maybe you have to stick around. Anyway, Eagle Block Party. It is sweet, dude. The bands that show up. Well, I threw together a little thing. Check it out. Yeah, like 5,000 people. No big deal. We've got Lettuce coming this year. Adam and crew we've had. I mean, this is leftover salmon right here on stage. Now that's me on stage. The bands that get in and out of this particular fest are all like huge talents. Nobody that gets up there is like, just sing on the weekends in my shower. These are all legit bands. Andy Thorne, VIP, Eric Krasno right there. My friend Shelly. She's not actually in a band, but we were up there giving away some free stuff. So anyway, that's the Eagle Block Party. And as you can tell, it was happening this August. So like actually you could still go. So That wasn't a pass. That's still a now. You can actually do that one. And if you can believe it, and I don't know if I did this thing. Oh yeah, it kind of turned. It loves to turn itself off. I was gonna like show you guys some more, but ultimately, here, if you guys want to go through it, let's do it. Here we go. Let's see if the battery actually wants to pull it off. This battery, I don't know why. Let me teach you about tech. Whatever you think it's gonna do, it does another thing. So get used to that. All right, here we go. There we go. Oh, wrong cam. Here we go. Listen, right there, 15 minutes on the dot. You get a little infinity cam there. Try and see if you're in the boat in the ocean right now. 15 minutes gone by. That was part of your life that if you've been watching this entire thing the whole time, whoo, that is insane. I mean, you are committed. Anyway, stick around because we've got 10 more minutes to go, and I want to show you guys more things that I get myself into. As you can tell, that is a stage right down there, and out back that window over there is a van, the ones that you've kind of seen in the videos. So check this out. This is a particular video I did with my buddy who not only performed in that living room, but performed in my van. Let's go. Okay, so the goal, what we're doing here today is to record some music, give Michael Kirkpatrick a little bit of firepower in the time that he is creating his solo artworks right now. And so we're going to head into a song as we drive up the canyon. Here we are. We're going to start off with your very first song ever, live at the Beehive in the Beehive Bandwagon. Where are we headed?
This is, I am so stimulated right now by the passing scenery, by the river that I worked on for 15 years as a guide, and by the windy highway in the back of the van. It's a good thing I don't have motion sickness, or else I probably would have puked by now.
It's real possible.
But I love this. Is awesome, man. I love this. This is awesome.
I love it.
So I'm gonna start off with a song that's sort of like an invocation for escape, welcoming you to a world that is different from what you're used to. This is called Away-O.
Okay, we'll stick around for the song. I'll give you a little bit.
Walk through the door, the world shines differently. It's a place you've never been, and a heart you've never known. You know the names, you might think familiar things, but it doesn't really matter. It's just the way it makes you feel. Away-O.
And we're just heading up the mountain.
Away-O.
Cars just rolling.
Away-O.
Top of Cameron Pass. And this is live,
Painting
right?
your room the color of a dream. There's nothing you can hide behind something you can't see.
All right, so what I'm going to do there for you is I'm going to cut it off because I know you can get real comfortable and all of a sudden you're going to be like, man, I just wish I could watch the rest of that song. Well, you can because it is already on YouTube and you can go check it out. And it's on Beehive Productions and you'll see all the particular songs, concerts, roadside shows that we've done. And if you really want to dive in, then that was your teaser. And maybe I'll just keep teasing you to the point of, well, let's not go down that road right now. But what road we should go down? Let me check. So now I had this band in here. It was called Buffalo Commons. But before I had them here in the studio, we did a show outside on the road. Now these shows that I started around, 2020 when the thing was going on. Ultimately, these were to be like, let's get out there. Let's have some fun. If everyone's going down, let's go out in style. So we're having these concerts, and they're not concerts. So rewind that tape because that's not the word I want to use. We have these moments that were compiled by human beings who wanted to do something awesome in life. And that was musicians who were ready to record. I had my van out with the audio, the visual, and I had helpers. And then all of a sudden we get this moment all set up on the side of the road and voila, human beings would just start showing up like with their cars, pulling off to the side of the road, being like, what's going on? And we're like, we're just having a little bit of music right now. And they're like, this is amazing. And we're like, I know, check it out.
This is a song called Patterns. It's one of our songs as well. We're going to do, because of copyright reasons and because we like playing our own music, we're just going to play our songs out here for you guys. So,
We like your songs.
thank you. I like you. You think I can have one of those drinks you offered earlier?
Yeah, I think so. It's time to, just a sip of one.
Yeah.
Because then after this, I'm just taking a hard ride off that cliff. Let's go. and behind that cliff is the bridge, the Green Bridge, and Red Cliff, the town, is behind that.
My man.
And so I had a friend, we wanted to throw some B-roll to this entire thing.
Yes, there is, again, the only sponsor here is that right arm.
We're not being sponsored by anything.
That's the best part of this.
So we went out and filmed it, and we came up
Mountain
with this.
Games. This is true Mountain Games.
Cheers, y'all. Appreciate
The
that.
state of
Oh,
Colorado.
we got some randos showing up. Nice, I dig it. I love
Yeah,
it. Lokes, I hope.
I don't think if you're here right now, I think it's kind of meant to be. You know what I mean?
Out of all the places you could have been, right here is where you is.
I mean, you could have been on that side of the bridge, and
Patterns. This is a song I wrote called Patterns, you guys.
This is also before I learned color correction, so... It's a little town called Minturn as you drive up to the spot that I keep filming right there. It feels like the opening to The Office a little bit, but like the mountain version. And that's the Green Bridge, iconic to Red Cliff.
God don't ask the devil for favor. I've learned this the hard way on my own. I don't know just where this ride will take us, but I hold on white knuckle to the bone. 'Cause youth is wasted all on the young. Youth is wasted all on the young.
Yeah, so same thing. This particular session is already posted on YouTube, and you would find it on my particular other page called Beehive Productions, and it's known as Live at the Beehive, and all those songs are findable. Okay, cool. So you got teased again. I want to show you some more. We got a little bit more time together, so why don't we take that time to find out some more awesome things. So also inside this house, we like to get ourselves not only into like specific like just music, but we also like to find ourselves in the kitchen, right? So we have what we got called over here, that's Kitchen Cam, and Kitchen Cam is going to be where we throw down all of our food, of course, right? And man, we will have really, really talented chefs coming in and out of that particular kitchen, and we get all the kitchen cams lined up. There's not just one, there's actually more than one, but I don't want to blow all the cams out on you at once. Your whole head could explode if you see too many cams at once. I've seen it. It's a disaster. Anyway, so here's the thing. All right. We're going to go where things have happened in this kitchen. Now, this particular actual next clip didn't happen in my kitchen, but the human beings who made this next clip, the chef and the videographer, both have done work in that kitchen. So this is a good representation of what we do when it comes to kitchen life. Let's go. I love that. You can still hear the knives. Now check this out. All right, last clip here. We're going to take this one out. This is us.
Called Jazz Tax.
Oh, yeah, we know this one. Jazz Tax. Everyone knows this one back here, right?
It's kind of hard swing tune, so.
All right, well, let's hear it again. For the third time, this house is becoming very used to Jazz Tax. So these guys, this is actually the third time they played my house. We had blunders first and second time. So the third time we were like, we are gonna nail this. Check this out. So much talent between these two. Check this out. And this is what we do at my house. This is called Live at the Beehive. and we're having beverages, and there's food being cooked back there in the kitchen and in the bar. And there they are, emerging. I have a mouthful of something. So again, if you would like to see that particular show right there, you would go over to my other page and you would go check it out. Anyway, they have tons of music over there. And that is ultimately this 25 minutes of your life right here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we nailed it. The little cam that tells us, the wireless cam I could have brought out for you guys, it's turned itself off again anyway. So forget it. Listen, I'm looking at the timer right there. That's 25 minutes. If you can believe it, that was 25 minutes of your life. And if you stuck around for it, you're going to have to value that because you're not getting that back. Anyway, you guys have a fine afternoon and a fine day because this video is over.